What's up? I think we on Casino for life. I ain't been to sleep yet. Can't go. Try. Y'all won't let me. But I'm finna go now. In case you didn't know, this is a live chat. Okay? Majority of you are asleep. I understand that. So you're going to be watching this later, and you're going to be seeing the screen, like, where are the people at? And that's why I'm like, look. This is a live chat. So you might hear some pauses, because I might be reading some. Too bad you weren't here, for those who missed it. Now, here we go. Now, I told you I had to wait till I see everything before I'm sorry, I'm not constructed to time. So I sleep when I want to sleep, do what I want to do. It's my bedtime right now. But I wanted to address this before I go to bed. Now, here's the situation. You guys seem to have a problem with Kevin Durant. I get it. You don't like him. Why? Because you like LeBron. Society told you, don't like Kevin Durant. Like LeBron. Can't like both. Gotta choose one. He's the bad guy. He's the good guy. And how many times have we seen that when that's been the other way around? I get it. I totally get it. No, you don't, Mike. You only think you do. Now, for some people who might not know what I'm talking about, there's all this explosion that Kevin Durant got a fake Twitter account and it was an accident and he tweeted from the wrong account and this other account was doing it. Let me explain to you how this stuff works. First off, people's main Twitter account that's verified is very rarely used by the actual athlete. Very rarely. They normally have a social media team or somebody who handles that. Okay? They come in and they work the accounts. While you have an account that you have your family on that you could talk to, that's kind of separate from the fans. That no one else really knows about unless they're family. And the fans kind of stay away from it because they don't know it. All of them have them. LeBron has one. But you ain't seen LeBron's up there, have you? All the other athletes have secret accounts. Boxers, secret accounts. They have people that run these accounts. Now, this happened to Skip Bayless. Skip, you know how he really can care less about Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. He got people that run it. Whoever ran it made a mistake. And why they putting out comments? Because they're approved to make comments. They screwed up. Now it's this controversy about, oh, Kevin Durant did this and he did that. And then the account that he actually uses that nobody know about on Instagram, he be using that to battle other people. Like I said, that account was probably his other account. And they were sending it back and forth. Wasn't meaning to go that way. They had two accounts there. The social media team that he has in place that do that made a mistake. That's how it works. Then you see the account was KD Trey 5. That ain't too obviously not him. The more damaging one is the Instagram one. His Instagram was named after 2 streets that he got in Maryland. I forgot what the name of it, but he put the 2 streets together because that's the area, the neighborhood he's from. He put that together. He got the Godfather picture up there, the Goodfellas. That's his favorite movie. He had that up there. He had a quote in there, and he was going in on fans, going in on them. We're using that account, and that account on Instagram was followed by like all the NBA players in the league. Like his own personal account followed that. His assistant followed that account. So the fans knew that this is really Kevin Durant. So when you follow people's verified account, it's very rarely you're talking to them. I thought you guys knew this. And you know I know Floyd. So you know I know Floyd don't even tweet. I know the guy who actually does Floyd Mayweather's account. He does Justin Bieber's. He does Mike Tyson's account. He does a number of these accounts for a good price. So it's very rare an athlete makes their own tweets and posts. Sometimes they do. They go out there and put something out that they want to put out. But if they need to put a video and all this, most of them don't even know how to do that stuff. To send it to their account. Some athletes, that's all they do. But to make sure things is correct or they want to make a statement, they had a person that writes it up, who does social media, do it for them, put a picture up, and that's that. Of course, KD is sensitive because he's a good guy. He's a real mama's boy to the core. LeBron was raised by his mama. Durant was a mama's boy. You see, LeBron been bossing his mama around since he was 17 years old. He was like 16, 17. He was telling his mama what to do. And she just had to fall in line, you know, because she knew her son was going to the NBA at like 15, 16 years old. Well, he had a very close bond with his brother and his mom. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with what Kevin Durant is doing. Is this the Casino for Life account? I lose track. I don't know where I'm at right now. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Now, over the period of time, people will learn to accept the fact that this is Kevin Durant's decision. Oh yeah, acquire Sultan. Yeah, but that's now taken down. He'll come out with another one, and you guys won't know nothing about it. His brother kind of screwed him when he tagged Acquire Sultan into the, because people want to know who that was. Fans do that kind of stuff. And then he come out with a gym shoe that's really shading everybody. I was like, who makes a gym shoe to shade people? And put it out to sell. And everything, all his stats from the finals is on the shoe. I'm like, my goodness, dude, you got to let that go. But that's that mama's boy in him. Because he's naturally a good guy. No, he's a good person, and being a good person, you know, he hated to have to be the one to go there, and he wanted to be able to go to another team and still be loved by the old team. He hates the fact that he spent 9 years of his life in OKC, and then they still want to get mad at him because he left. And he stayed there 9 years. How many people stay 9+ years with a team? And they don't get the scrutiny this man got. It's unfair. Meanwhile, y'all let this guy in Cleveland, who's really the villain, y'all let this guy just stroll along, do whatever he want to do. Yep. 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 Nobody touching LeBron. Boop, 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 boop. Hit the roller store with the roller on. Y'all let that idiot, y'all let that idiot from Ohio come into the game and ruin it. Y'all love the bad guy, hate the good guy. What did Kevin Durant do that's so wrong? LeBron disrespects his mother. That's okay. We love LeBron. She got to do whatever her son tell her to do. Period. Or he's going to cut her off. He threatens that all the time. That's sad. Like I said, he was raised by his mama. Kevin Durant is a mama's boy. Kevin Durant won't even think to raise his voice at his mother. Are you kidding? That wouldn't even cross his mind. And it's not a bad thing. It does not a sign of weakness. But y'all say he's soft, but he could be soft as he won't off the court. He can be as soft as he won't off the court. On that court, he's a force of nature that can't nobody stop. Only person that could beat Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. LeBron ain't no mama's boy. LeBron is, I'm going to do whatever I feel like it. Y'all don't realize LeBron was drafted and he was inquired about since he was 15 years old. 15. Okay, I got a cousin that's 15 years old. Nobody's recruiting him to do nothing but probably get a job at a warehouse by the time he's 18. When he get out of high school. That's about as much as they recruitment they looking for him. Or UPS. What can Brown do for you? So LeBron had big time money getting ready to be offered and thrown his way since he was 15. His mom know, I got a son that's going to the NBA. He 15, look like he 35. She know the money coming. He had a Hummer in his senior year of high school. You think his baby moms in high school was going to mess that up? Everybody around him was going to bow down to him. Oh, yeah, okay, whatever you say, Brian. Yeah. Remember, I'm your mans. Remember, I'm your mans. Remember, I gave you that pack of 9-laters, man. I gave you a pack of 9-laters, man. When you came up, you ain't had nothing, man. And you ain't even had no change. And I said, man, I'll get them 9-laters for you, man. and I bought them for you. So remember, man, I looked out before the money. Before the money, Joe. That's how they be. But I do admire him for taking care of his friends. I never knew they were called now and laters. Never called them that where we was from. It's nine laters. That's it. Yo, want some nine laters? Want some nine laters? That's how they pronounced. I'm like, yeah, man, it's now and later. I never even noticed that. Hey, let me get a 9 later. All right, yeah. What flavor is that? Watermelon? Yeah, 9 ladies. So, oh yeah, we'll tear up the whole pack. You might end up sharing one out of the pack, and then the rest be yours. Coaching, personnel, mostly personnel and coaching, but you'll find out that why in a minute. But back to this Kevin Durant thing. You know, this is where the athletes can be themselves. That's why they had these other accounts, so they're not harassed by the fans all the time. They could actually talk to you directly, and they freedom, they little bit of freedom and escape. That's that. They could just be whoever and just go in. And that's why everybody has these accounts and people don't know him. His brother just screwed up. And that was crazy, as I think I was following that KD, that at KD trade 3-5 one. I think I was following that one. Or whatever one it was, I was like, I know one of them I was following. But the same thing happened with Skip Bayless. Nobody even, it was here today, gone tomorrow. Same thing happened with Skip account. Oh, thank you. Oh, no, I haven't been to sleep yet. To you, it's 2 days. I have not been to sleep. I actually had it on yesterday or since 5 in the afternoon. It's now 6 a.m. here. Have not been to sleep. Been up for 12 hours. So my bedtime is coming up like right now. So I decided to do this before I went to bed. So it's still the same day for me. Told you. We on different wavelengths. Y'all sleep like birds. You know, I don't sleep like birds. Yeah, I keep trying to get off of them because I'll be having things to do in the morning. And people be calling me, I'll be half asleep. Because to them, they like, hey, it's brunch. I'll be brunch. Man. Like this chick, I got to call her tomorrow. She's trying to check up with me. But she's talking business. And it's some business I'm not interested in. But I don't know how to tell her I'm not interested. No. I'm not doing no more Ray Donovan reviews till the season is over. Because this whole season to me is just disappointing. I just stopped. But I think Kevin Durant, which a lot of people miss, is that Kevin Durant was hurt, and he don't realize that he cannot win that situation. He can't. He keeps thinking like, if the more I fight, I'm gonna come out on top. And as long as I get my point across and just cuss people out, it's not gonna work, because it's endless. Once you respond, they got you. So he know that he can't do it from his regular account because of all the ambassador stuff he's been doing. You know, around the nation. He's the first player to go to India. First NBA player. He cares because he knows he's a good guy. He's really a good person. And because he's an all-around good person and a very good-hearted person, people take his kindness for weakness and want to prey off that and talk about him in disrespectful ways. And that's sad. And it bothers him because he's never been in any situation where he was hated or not liked. Ever. Ever. Everybody loved Kevin Durant. His hometown, Maryland, as soon as he was drafted, he was loved. That's why he stayed 9 years. I know they was horrible. His whole roster, they was not finna win no NBA title. They wasn't close. They were just, all they were gonna do was keep getting there and losing. Keep getting there, losing. Keep getting there, losing. They had 2 players, that was the offense. And Kevin Durant would have to work to death to try to win the games. And then him and Russell Westbrook, they didn't have chemistry down the stretch because Russell Westbrook, if Kevin Durant is hot, Golden State know how to stay with Kevin Durant. Steph Curry will swallow his pride and be like, look, KD on fire. Poop, there you go. KD will get on fire in OKC. Then Westbrook could come down there like, I'm going to get on fire too. Now we both going to be on fire. Now you taking shots when Kev is in a rhythm. You break the rhythm up. Then you try to go back to him. Now he's got to try to establish it again. And then Russ is so unpredictable, you don't know what he's going to do with the ball. Now that he has Paul George, we'll get to see how well they gel together. The reigning MVP, let's see how he plays with another all-star player on the team. Let's see. Robinson he's one of the reasons they lost to Houston. The dude shot like, I say about 30% from the free throw line in the Houston series. 30%. He cannot shoot. How is he in the NBA? I don't care how much great defense he played. He obviously ain't playing that great a defense because everybody he's scoring in the playoff is hitting him for 30. Why is he in the league? And everybody's like, oh, Cantor can do anything he wants. Cantor is a bum. He's nobody you build a team around. And Adams, all those guys are doing on the team. And check this out. All they was doing on the team, they were sacrificing their stats to help Russell Westbrook average a triple-double. Adams could grab a rebound. He boxing people out so that the point guard can come back and get the rebound. Since when has the point guard lined up on the free throw line? He's playing for a triple-double. He was playing for a triple-double. No point guards line up on the free throw line. As long as you watch basketball, that never happens because it's stupid. Why would your point guard be on the free throw line? They need to be out, so if there's a rebound, they can kick the ball to the point guard. He can lead the break. That's their job. Their job, you got guys that's paid to be on the free throw line. They're big. They're supposed to be in there. Now, why are you in there battling for the rebound? What if you get hurt? One of those big men elbow you in the face. Now you're out. But it don't matter because you want your triple-double. It's lame. But that's the guy y'all crazy. Y'all call him a hero, and Kevin Durant's the bad guy. Telling you, boy, y'all been bamboozled. Bamboozled. Y'all been run them up, led astray. Kevin Durant don't leave it all on the floor. You said that like he leaves it all on the floor. He plays hard. Uh-oh. They screwing up my account. Gosh, man, they can't do nothing right. I'm like, how can you mess up something as simple as just recording? There's no pictures, there's no audio, there's no nothing. Oh, come on, man. Don't come in here with that LeBron most gifted nothing. He ain't the most gifted nothing. Please. There have been way better players than him. Draymond Green. When have you seen Ben Wallace hitting threes? Have you seen Ben Wallace score 35 points in a game? You forgot before Kevin Durant got there, most of the offense was going through Draymond. He was averaging 20-some points. He could average 25 a game. You forget Game 7 last year? He had almost 40 points. Well, not this year, but, you know, the year where they lost. Go look at what he did there. Mike Strong, we were in the process of talking about that, but what your statement said is ridiculous. He's making fake accounts to validate his career. You know how stupid that sounds? What he did on the basketball court validates his career, not a Twitter account. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. There's a lot of foolery on the internet to validate his. Oh my God. You guys are something else, boy. Something else. The man has bent over backwards. Name a player that spent 9 years on a team. 9 years. And y'all calling him unloyal. He gave y'all 9. Players are not giving you that no more. They giving you 3 and 4 and they leaving. And y'all don't even care. But it's Kevin Durant. He's supposed to just stay there, what? Because y'all want him to? OKC wasn't finna win the championship. Stop it. They were not gonna be Golden State. But it's so one-sided. People get traded and they blame the players for that now. They want to blame the trade players for getting traded. Mike Strong, he's not the only one that makes those accounts. Do you know why they have those accounts? You think that's actually them on those verified accounts? It's not. They have people that is paid to manage those accounts. They have another account that they use when they talk with their families. I know I follow 2 people who have a verified account, and they have another account that's private that they talk to their family and everybody else with it. No, it wasn't him. Whoever's running the account did the same thing with both accounts. Not saying that they don't go on there from time to time and might say something on their account. They can do that. They have the option. But that's very rare that they do that. Skip Bayless, the same thing happened to Skip Bayless, remember? Do you think Skip Bayless is really doing all this stuff on these accounts? Skip Bayless don't even reply to anybody. He's not somebody that's going to sit up there. They got to set it up for him and run the accounts. Floyd Mayweather has an account. But see, when you have another account that's away from the fans, people like Mike Strong will not be following that person. And then he can cuss Mike Strong out whenever he feel like it. He'd be like, oh, you want to get strong, Mike? Want to get strong, Mike Strong? Name somebody who got my numbers. I'm only putting up, MVP in the finals type numbers. Here's my numbers. 36, 14, 13, 13, 15, 60, 30%, 40 plus from the 3. Who said it's KD's brother that made the fake account? They have people, they have a team that do this. Don't you understand? He made a mistake and didn't know which account he was working with. He has messed up one account and went to the other one. Same thing happened to Skip Bayless. Nobody really remembers now. Same thing. Skip was replying to himself. He forgot to log out. No, it's his team. Whoever is doing the messaging forgot to log out of this account and go back to another account. Trolls, this happen to them all the time. They don't know who they are. Troll be, who am I today? Like when I started this video, I didn't know if I was on the Screen Fiend account or was I on Casino for Life. Sometimes I forget. Then one day I'll be on this one and next thing you know, the wrong video be on here. I'll be like, well, can't change it now. People want it to be embarrassing because they don't like Kevin Durant. They don't like Kevin Durant because the media told you not to like Kevin Durant. Once the media start telling you, ESPN and everybody else, that's a weak move. How you just gonna go and just leave a team that almost went to the NBA Finals? Then all the stupid people on social media, they're like sponges. They watch it and then they absorb what they hear on ESPN. Yeah, how you gonna leave a team that almost made the NBA Finals? Yeah, they were on their way to the NBA Finals. He just left. They were one game away. Why would you leave to the team that beat you? Like, there's a rule that say you can't go there. If they beat you, you can't go there. I mean, like, what? Stupid people absorb it and they go around there and start just ranting. All these ridiculous statements. And they go around spitting them as facts. And it's completely false. No, it's not a matter of opinion. It's all stupidity. That's right. Stupidity. If you don't research it to find out if it's facts that you're saying, and you're just saying it because you like the argument, you're saying it because it aligns with what you believe now. Because they told you it's a weak move. If they'd have said, oh, Kevin Durant is a free agent, he went to Golden State, and nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared. The media tell you to care, and then you care. Well, what is you saying, Mike? What's a matter of opinion? Yes, he's a mother's boy. He's very sensitive. He's never been hated before. I've been in a situation where I had never been hated before in my life. The first time somebody really hated on me, it was a shock. I'm like, what could I have done? I don't do anything. It was threw me for a loop. I thought I did something wrong. So it took me time to figure out I was the new kid in school. So they hated me because the girls was like, ooh, look at the new guy. You know, I didn't know what they was going on. I can care less at this point. I'm just trying to get a new guy at the school. And all these guys I seen all summer. Then the first day of school, everybody was acting different. And I'm like, what's going on here? Why everybody hating on me all of a sudden? They going to sit over there like, hey, don't sit with him. I'm like, it's my first day here, and this is how the school is like. So it was nuts. But I had to adjust to this. Then the other people was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. Well, I don't know why they hate you then. You cool. I'm like, I see them the thing is that people so phony. In the school, they acting like, oh, I can't be with him. Then when the school over, they see me in the neighborhood. The school is right in the hood. You're going to see me. They see me in the hood, and it's like all like, oh, man, just forget that. That's school stuff. But, hey, we can kick it now. And I'm like, y'all dudes is lame. But that's how KD was looking at it. KD's looking at it. He's never been hated before. This is the first time in his life he's ever been hated, and he's the nice guy. He's the nice guy. He don't do anything wrong. He don't do anybody shady. He don't cross anybody. He didn't even want to leave. The only thing he left, and he was like, man, I feel bad that I'm making this decision because I don't want nobody to hate me. But you got LeBron, who go around and he could do whatever. He could leave, go anywhere else. The media tell you, oh, but that's different. He didn't lead to a team that beat him. Yeah, because see, he didn't lead to a team that beat him. He right. He left to a team that beat him. That's weakness. I mean, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are so dumb. Those of y'all believe in that narrative. He shouldn't have left OKC. He should have left 3 years ago. That's what he should have did. He should have left earlier. So, here's the thing. Did any one of you believe OKC? Let's say they have beaten Golden State. Kevin Durant is there. They beat Golden State in 6 games. They play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. Does OKC beat Cleveland? they don't beat Cleveland. Now, the next year approaches. Kevin Durant, let's say he signs on for 2 more years. Do they beat Golden State the next year? No, they won't. Would they beat San Antonio the next year? Maybe, but practically no. You got to go through a whole nother season with a team that's really inferior. Now, here's what you guys don't remember, and what made the decision real easy for Kevin Durant. Okay? Serge Ibaka, who was huge in that series, OKC let him go. They traded Serge Ibaka. You realize that, right? Before Kevin Durant left, Serge Ibaka was traded for nobody. So before Kevin Durant left, Serge Ibaka was gone. How did that make OKC better? How is that attracting Kevin Durant to stay there? Serge Ibaka was falling off, though he came back and killed and helped team make it back to the playoffs, to Toronto. So how is he falling off? He had one of his best seasons. He was the staple. He was the reason they were in these series. Y'all, I swear, y'all don't even watch the games and know what's going on. So you trade Ibaka and let him go for nothing. You get nothing out of it. How is that making... what was your pitch to Kevin Durant for that? Oh, Serge Ibaka, don't worry about that. We'll find you somebody else. That what you gonna tell Kevin Durant? Is don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. We just gonna have you and Russell Westbrook? They not going to the NBA Finals. They were not gonna win it. Once that they lost Serge Ibaka, you think they were going back to the Western Conference Finals? Kevin Durant knew. No, they can't. They're not going to keep everybody. It's just I'm sick of basketball fans who don't know the sport. Sick of it. You guys are ruining it. Of course, I actually know basketball. I keep picking the NBA Finals, right? How am I doing that? You're right about that. 85% of the world are sheep. I think it's really like 95. So tell me, how did OKC make how did they ownership and GM make the team better? Who did they give they got Taj, they picked up Taj Gibson, and who else did they pick up? They picked up Taj and another guy from the Chicago Bulls in the mid-season to try to help Russell Westbrook. Taj Gibson, when they got there, they told them, look here, you guys can, you guys can do this. Like, you guys can't do this one-on-one thing. Nah, they traded Taj and somebody else. I can't even remember. But both of them, they came to the team. They were told just get the ball to Russell Westbrook. You get a basket on a putback. Russell's got to get a triple double. Yep, McDermott. Why would I need to get on Periscope? What? Like, that's crazy. It's like people talking to you live and telling you to get on another outlet. Like, what you doing on Instagram? Get on Facebook Live. I'll be, huh? I'm live now. What sense does that make? I don't even know what Periscope is. I wonder who got the free movie I gave away last night. Well, Taj could do his job, but once Taj's knees was shot, that was it. Well, see, the thing is Lewis is from Cleveland. He's from Ohio. He don't know any better. I think once you hit the state lines, boop, your brain is not like everybody else's around the world. Yeah, something about over there. I don't know if they got too much corn on the brain or whatever. But it just turned to mush. Well, I'm finna hit the sack. But I do gotta start back going to the gym. Yeah, it's my bedtime. Sun coming up. That means I gotta go down. Sun's coming up. I gotta go down. That's the rules. Golden State and Boston. Barring an injury. See, injuries change the scope of everything. So long as Boston stays healthy, they'll go. The Cavs gonna pick up Dwayne Wade, and I see Shump going somewhere. They're gonna trade him for a box of cigarettes, and that's about it. Oh yeah, tomorrow we. Who was here when I went on Twitter and tweeted the Cleveland Cavaliers last time? When we went live and went on Twitter. Who was there for that? Tomorrow we're back tweeting. The tweeting game kicks back off tomorrow. Well, actually later on today when I wake up, which will be in the afternoons. Oh no, we tweet from my account. Y'all see it live. If you've been, believe me, they've been epic. What's his name? Sherbet Ice Cream actually retweeted me. He liked the tweet I sent him so much, he just laughed. It was just too funny. I told him, look, he might as well go and get a career trying to imitate designer or something. Or, good thing he got his wife and her work. Because, he ain't going to be in the basketball league very long. Was 8-1 odds that the Cubs will repeat. Who you think gonna win it? You think Cleveland gonna win it? They want to push them Dodgers though, even though they lost 25 games in a row almost. Well, you got to beat the champs in order to go. So we'll see. But nobody's been lighting up the scoreboard like the Cubs. Facts is facts. We winning games in double digits. We putting up NFL numbers. When we win, we put up NFL numbers. So we got the most dangerous offense in the globe. One game we might score 2 runs. Next game we might score 18. Then we might score 16. Then we'll score 14. Lewis, you must be from Cleveland. Let me guess. You think the Indians are going to take it, right? Believe me. While they running in there, they could be tagging home to win the World Series. Their leg going to break. Oh, he twists his knee. All he has to do is step on the base, and they would have been World Series champion, but his knee goes out. Oh. Well, our bullpens is trash, but that's why we score 16 runs, 17 runs. Make sure we take care of that bullpen problem. Think they can handle a 16-run lead. Yeah, the Yankees got Chapman back, and then they benched him. Lewis, we know you're going to disappear when the Indians don't make it to the World Series. See, that's one thing about getting hot. They're getting hot at the right time, though. This is where you want to get hot. But you don't want to like fizz out like the Boston Red Sox did. They set the record for the most wins in a baseball season and didn't win the World Series. Well, what about the Detroit Red Wings? Could nobody beat them in the regular season? They broke the regular season record, and I think they lost in the first round of the playoffs or the second round. They couldn't make it. The greatest season in hockey history, and they couldn't do anything else. What about the Pistons? They're going to finish ahead of the Bulls, I'll tell you that much. And they'll finish ahead of Cleveland next season. That's right. Bulls the only team to succeed in what? I don't understand. Because the Bulls haven't done nothing since Jordan hit that shot in Utah. And that's 20 years ago. So in 20 years, the Chicago Bulls have done absolutely dog snot. While the Detroit Pistons have went to the NBA Finals twice, winning one. Wins in a season, then a championship. Is that even in the rule? Is that even in the books? That's not even in the books. You know what's in the books? Who has the most regular season victories in NBA history? It doesn't say the 98 or 96 Bulls. It says Golden State Warriors. Winning 73 games. So the Bulls don't have any records. 72-10 with a ring. I mean, they won the championship that year, yeah. But that's not a record. You guys just added that. Well, they won the championship, but don't matter. They broke the record. Well, if you go in the record books and they ask you that on a quiz, you say the 96 Bulls, you will lose. You will lose. So take it however you want to take it. And tell the person who made the quiz, but they didn't win the chip though. Be like, that wasn't a question. I said who holds the record for the most regular season victories in the season? Who holds the record? And you guys said the 96 Bulls because they won a championship. You lose. Well, 73 beat 72. All the Bulls records are gonna fall. I know, that's what you're saying. But that's not a stat. You're making that a stat. And that doesn't exist. If somebody says who holds the NBA record for most wins in a season, and so anybody say the 96 Bulls, they will lose. It would be wrong. The Golden State Warriors have the most playoff victories without a loss. Period. They didn't win the chip. They won. They broke the record, but the record's already been broke. So, I mean, they didn't. They got robbed out of the chip. I understand, but 72 is better because they won the chip. Okay, well, you can hold on to that little torch, but it ain't in no record books. Their record is erased. 96 Bulls, erased. That record is erased. Golden State Warriors have the most victories in an NBA season at 73. Now, they can not like it. They can get mad. They can kick something over. Say, damn you. But truth is true. Only thing the Bulls in the record book that season is they won the NBA title. They won the NBA championship in 1996 over the Seattle Supersonics. That's it. That's it. Golden State is all over there. 73. What that get you? The NBA record for most wins in the season, Mr. Rafer. It erased the 96 Bulls. I mean, I'm quite sure they wanted to win an NBA title. They were on their way to winning an NBA title before the league starts suspending Draymond Green and cheating for Cleveland. So I can root for all the teams in the league, but one team I won't root for, and that's any team that got LeBron James on it. My team is anybody that's playing against LeBron James. That's my team. That's right. My whole family hate LeBron James. You remember that live video I did? My grandma, my aunties, my uncles. Nobody likes LeBron here. Because we know he's a bum. Plus, they Michael Jordan fans. You know, they Bulls fans. And they take quite a bit of offense when they try to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. That's really going to strike a nerve with them. Very easy. They hate the way he played basketball. They hate the way he cried on the court. I don't like the way he played basketball. And I wasn't a big Jordan fan at all. My thing, y'all crucify a good person like Kevin Durant, and y'all let LeBron James get away with everything. He the bad guy in this whole equation. Guy Archer, you know why they were epic? You know what was the common denominator they had that made the Chicago Bulls in '96 epic? How they won 72 games? Because they had a man on the team called Dennis Rodman. That's what you added to the team. That's how you win 72 games. He was the missing component. He was the real MVP of the NBA Finals in 1996. Believe that. His defense was unmatched. That's right. Bad boy Pistons. We got 3 in the Hall of Fame, baby. 3. We should have 5. And we got a Hall of Fame coach. Talk to me. Scottie Pippen, Hall of Fame. That's still a joke right now to this day. Put Scottie Pippen in the Hall of Fame. I would have been right there to contest. I'd be like, I want to talk to the committee. How in the world is Scottie Pippen in the Hall of Fame? Why did Isaiah say that LeBron was better than Jordan? Because he wants to get on his nerves. You know he played against Mike, right? He's a Piston for life. But I don't agree with Zeke on that. And Zeke is the greatest player to ever touch a basketball. Records, that don't make no sense. Records are remembered too. That's why they call records. That's why they call records. If someone wins 74 games or they're closing in on 73 games, you know what they're going to bring up? Golden State Warriors. They're not going to bring up no 96 Bulls. And that's the way I want it. I want all the Bulls records to be destroyed, annihilated. I want them to be in the cellar. And they're going to be the worst team in the NBA. And I'm going to sit there and laugh. They're going to be giving away Chicago Bulls tickets and cereal boxes. And I'm going to be laughing. Ha, 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 ha. Reduce them to crumbs. Crumbs. And they're going to turn out to be the bums I told you they were. That's why Dwayne Wade is getting out. Working out with his girlfriend, LeBron. Man, you got to do that 1 minute workout, bro. Yeah, that 1 minute workout. Yeah, get you right. See, I be doing it on the gram. I'm going to just do 35 seconds this time. I ain't going to do a whole minute. I'm going to do 35. Yep. Yeah, you know it, boy. Yep. Oh, yeah, Shump gone. Shump gone. Shump don't care either. I think he ready to go. You know, he'd rather go wherever JR is. You know, they the Smoke Brothers. Well, I think Melo gonna end up staying with the Knicks, so he can keep an eye on Lala. They'll trade Melo when it's time. They got plenty of time to get that done. How would I say Melo had a disappointing career? Let me see. He's been to 2 Olympics. I think 3 Olympics. Possibly gonna play if he stick around. It's a lot of people that didn't win championships. What are you talking about? Tons. Right? Charles Barkley never got one. Dominique Wilkins never got a ring. His career ain't over. Like, he got about maybe 2, 3 more years. He gonna have the best season he's ever had this year, cause he mad. He been working out like crazy, better than ever. It's nothing like a breakup. When you ain't ready for the breakup to happen, and she is, and you ain't orchestrate the breakup, oh, you gonna be mad. I've been there. I was in the best shape of my life. I was mad at that chick. All the time, energy, and money I put into this, and you talking about you don't think it's working out? I tell you it's not working out. That's the way it go. What you telling me that for? Well, I lived in the gym. I didn't even know what I was lifting. I was just sitting there talking to myself, man. What you mean it ain't working out? All the money I done spent. I was doing so many sets, I didn't even know what was going on. I just saw the results like, my God, I need to slow down. I'm killing it. Look at me. I was swole, man. I was like, couldn't even put my arms down. I'm like, if I keep this up, I ain't gonna be able to wipe my butt. My arms won't move. Charles Brown is getting ready to go to sleep. That ain't the CB I know, is it? Oh, he from B-More. We had a lot of B-More people up in here. They keep telling me B-More the craziest place ever. I remember my buddy got beat up talking about, man, he went to the Orioles game, man, and was like, dude, they don't play. I just got beat down at an Orioles game. I'm like, at an Orioles game? A baseball game? He said, B-More, man, they don't play. I was like, you ain't even go see the Ravens that got beat up? Yeah, I got beat up at a Oriole game. I'm like, man, he's like, dude, it's like 5% white people in here, and they rowdy. They just as rowdy as the brothers. He's like, man, I turned around, I thought it was a brother. Like, man, why don't you shut up? I turned around as a white guy, man, why don't you shut up? He was like, dude, I know you ain't talking to me. And the brother like, yeah, he talking to you. Shut up. Well, when you got the homosexual owner, you know, for the Baltimore Ravens, allegedly. You know, things go in a different pattern over there. So, yeah, he ain't got time to buy Kaepernick. He's too busy buying Skittles. You don't believe me? Go to Google. Google his picture. Google his picture. Bet you see it now. And he probably still got that suit Ray Lewis took off at the crime scene that they can't find. He probably said, that suit, Ray, you thought we burnt it? We got it right here in this plastic bag. That got all the DNA evidence. So you belong to the Baltimore Ravens. The best wing defender of all time? I wouldn't say that. Magic Johnson was how old? HIV Magic? He shut down Magic in the 91 finals. No, there was no James Worthy in the 1991 finals. Y'all won the championship with no James Worthy. Worthy did not play in the finals. That's how you won. So who was he throwing the ball to? That's how you won. Magic was bringing the ball up, and Scotty started guarding him. Michael was guarding him too. He was having a hard time getting his offense off because they were so aggressive on defense. They was young. Magic still doing that 1979 dribble with his back to the basket, backing him down from the half court. Go. Like, they don't even dribble like that no more. Passing the ball to one of his lovers, allegedly, Vlade Divac. Oh, Big Game James. He's the one that beat Michael Jordan in the one-on-one. 3-2. Justin, Isaiah Lord Thomas III is the greatest basketball player this planet has ever created. Now, come on. Everybody know about Magic Johnson. Who made the song, y'all? You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. Oh, yeah. Who made that? There you go. Type Jermaine Stewart. Type in Magic Johnson. And you're going to find the guy that gave him the hive. That's where he got it from. You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. Oh, yeah. But he did take his clothes off and had a good time. Oh, yeah. Hey, bro, you ever heard your pushed in? Oh, man. Jeter? I thought that was A-Rod in Posada. Who knows? The Yankees, a whole bunch of Skittles. The whole bag busts open. Skittles flying all over the floor. And the Yankees. Jermaine Stewart. No, I don't watch that show. I don't like Nick and I don't like Chris Carter. CC is too arrogant and too much of a company kiss butt. Can't stand him. Kyrie is on Undisputed today? Did you just tell me Kyrie Irving gonna be on Undisputed? Oh, you talking about they should make that happen. I know they can't trade him for nobody. They're gonna be like, look, we'll trade. Sure, man, he'll run out there, man. He look like he in shape, man. His wife do all these dances. He get high, but he gonna show up to play, man. He ain't gonna make no shots, but he gonna show up. He gonna give you everything he got. That Mac just stuff is only rumors. Uh, I wouldn't want to be at a picnic with him, with all the mosquitoes flying around. I wouldn't want to be at a Magic Johnson picnic. The mosquitoes going there flying around, stick him, draw his blood, and stick me with some magic blood. Shoot. No siree. Maybe Magic Johnson having a barbecue. I'll be, Nah, I'm gonna have to sit that out. Yeah. Shoot, would you want to be over there? You go over there, you be in his backyard. He be, man, these mosquitoes, man, ain't something else today. I'll be, you know what? I left the water running in my house. Let me get out of here. I do not want to get bit. I'll be like, what if that mosquito bit Magic first that bit me? I ain't saying he got it, but if I got it, you got it. What? Yeah, that's sad what happened to Lorenzen Wright. Cause I met Lorenzen Wright when he was a high school All American. Him, I was gonna say Zab Judah, but Stephon Marbury, who always got mistaken for Zab Judah, that was funny. But Stephon Marbury, they were like 17 years old. Felipe Lopez was flying in. He was the big prospect at the time. He was sitting out, and all the other All Americans was ticked because he was getting treated like a prince. Andrew G. Jermaine Stewart been dead. He died. He got full blown AIDS. He tried to call Magic and tell them about it, and Magic wouldn't return his calls. And that was that. Uh, exactly. Nick Wright is so wrong all the time. Click the bell. Oh yeah, you gotta click that bell, that notification bell. That's right where you hit the subscribe. It's a little notification bell, so you can be notified every time we go live. Yep. Stewart died in 1997. He got full blown AIDS. Um, his HIV turned to AIDS, and he was best friends with Magic. They used to be in the whirlpool together, hanging out, like many of his other friends. And they used to just have good old conversation. Yeah. Oh, you talking about an equipment employee who got fired for being HIV positive, for talking about the 80s? See, y'all don't really realize that back then people didn't really understand um, the AIDS virus. People just say AIDS, you die. HIV, you got 10 years. And then you did. So that was the norm of what we knew about HIV awareness. Magic Johnson brought a lot of awareness to the disease to people, period, around the world. Everybody was learning about HIV, and before it was just the gay people disease. If you ain't gay, don't worry about it. Once Magic got it, that was it. He was probably one of the most famous persons to get it. You know, Liberace and them got it and all that, but they was like, yeah, well, Liberace, he got it and like, oh yeah, I saw McAdoo throw him under the bus. How they don't even get the snap off on 4th and goal. I'd be like, what about the other plays McAdoo? How about the fact that Flowers keep letting people hit me and I'm on the ground? I can't see him from the pile of people I'm under because I got the answer standing right on top of me. I gotta hold the ball because ain't nobody getting open. We got wide receivers that can't get open. We got Odell Rectum Jr. out there. Odell Rectum Jr. out there running around just showing off his back of his name, I guess. Because he wasn't doing nothing. Well, the Jets should have went over there and joined them because they wasn't doing nothing anyway. So they mad at Beast Mode. They need to be over there dancing with them. Like, hey, I might as well dance. I ain't doing nothing else tonight. Oh, because I definitely ain't playing football. Let me dance with you. They treat the like people from the Jets in Cleveland. They just treat it like a job. It's like going to work. What you finna do? Oh, I'm finna play for the Browns today. Yeah, I play offensive line. Oh, that's good. That's good for you. Yeah. Well, what time you get off? About 4. That's how they talk. They ain't talking like they going to play. Yeah, we got a game playing against the Jets. They talk like they going to work. Yeah, I get lunch at 5. I get a 20-minute lunch. Then I gotta go back out there and finish up the day, but it ain't bad. 3-4 hours of work. I just feel bad for Cleveland because Cleveland is actually not that bad this year. And it's like they be playing real well and just don't win. It's just like, wow. The Browns I feel bad for. Maybe because they're in Ohio, you know, that's just that whole seed of evil just looms over Ohio. Oof, looms. Oh, you gonna learn a lot about Ohio real soon. Matter of fact, you finna learn about it right now. Finna learn about Ohio right now. Show you things to come. That's gonna be on my other channel. Because if I put it here, you know, they'll shut me down. Ohio, please. Okay, here we go. Well, thank you, Kahari Williams. I'm glad I saved one soul. Okay, here we are. Firefighter says saving one dog is more important than saving 1 million black people. Oh, only he didn't say that. You see that? But he didn't say that. He said Tyler Roston, a volunteer at Franklin Township, that's in Ohio, he said and wrote that if he had a chance of saving a dog or a black man from a burning building, the dog would get priority because one dog is more important than 1 million N-words. And that's his account on Facebook. So in case you want to talk to Mr. Tyler Roston. There he is. Well, here's a better picture in case y'all in Ohio want to say hi to him. They didn't fire him. He's suspended. That's Ohio for you. Ohio. Oh, it gets worse. Ohio is worse. Did you know police killing black men? The three highest cities in the world where the police are killing blacks. Three in the top, I want to say the top 10 or top 5. Ohio has 3 cities, including the #1 city. Did you know that? Why are people trying to get me to give up meat? What's going on around here? Oh, was that it? I don't even know. I don't even see it. Oh yeah, we almost went 2 hours strong, man. We got to shut this down. Y'all have a good night. I gotta go to bed. I've been up talking to y'all too much. But no, hold on. Before y'all go, I gotta at least do that for y'all. Cause they won't let me post it. I already know that. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. Okay, where's Ohio? Bam. There's Ohio. I want 2017's list. Not good enough. The state of Ohio has the most police officers killing unarmed black men in this country. In this country. I just want to be able to find it to prove it to you. Yep, here it is. May 4th, 2017. Columbus, Ohio is number one. Number one in police killing black men. Columbus is number one in police killing black people. Columbus, Ohio. You thought I was joking. Columbus police killed 24 people. 20 of them were black. Despite only having 27.6% of the Columbus population being black, 83.3% of all black people killed by cops were black. 83.3% of all people killed by cops were black. These ain't no make-believe people. These are real names, folks. I told y'all about Ohio. Y'all thought I was joking. Thought it was about some LeBron stuff. Why isn't it reported? Because of what we just said. Number one in police killing black people. That's why it ain't reported. Let's look at this chart. What does it say? The rate that police kill black people. The rate that police kill black people in the United States. 15th largest city per every million black people. Columbus, 91.9. San Antonio, 84. Phoenix, 69. San Francisco, 64. Los Angeles 60, Indianapolis 58, Jacksonville 56, Chicago 53, Houston 51. You see this? This is when police killing blacks. You know why it's safer? Because people are armed in Chirac. They're not really shooting that many blacks in Chirac that you call Chirac, but it's Chi-Town, because they know they're armed. They let them kill themselves, and they just come pick up the bodies. But over here, where it's very small blacks, very few, they're able to do what they want to do. And nobody's saying anything about it. And look at this, Ohio. This is what I told you. Look at the other cities in Ohio. Look at the percentages. Police killing black people in Ohio major cities by black population. 27.6 is the population. 27.6 in Columbus. 91.9. Cincinnati, 52.9. They killed 44.5. Cleveland, 28.8. 52.4. Toledo, 26. 26.7. Now you tell me something ain't wrong here? Now you tell me something ain't wrong with that? How about whites killing whites, Mr. Orange? Orange Melon? Do you know what that stat is? Because you don't care about that stat, Mr. Melon. You're saying it to be negative. Most time, if you're killed, it's by someone of your own denomination. There's always more people who are black and is going to be killed by someone that's black, unfortunately. Same thing as white. Most white people are killed by people who are white. Most people who are Mexican normally is killed by someone who is of the same denomination as them. So do we hear white on white crime or Hispanic on Hispanic crime? No, but we hear black on black crime, don't we? Right. So they all try to deflect because they're hypocritical. They're the same ones talk about, oh, the violence, all the gangs and the violence. But then you got the mob. The mob steals and kills. But you praise them. The Wire. Ooh, it's about drugs and gangs. That's ghetto. But then The Sopranos come on. That's an American classic. Family classic movie. Let's watch The Sopranos. Sit down as a family and watch a mob murder people every week. You complain that there's no more murders on Sopranos. You get mad if there ain't nobody getting killed on Sopranos. You watch The Walking Dead where people are just getting heads blown off. You watch the most violent, vile things on your TV screen, but then look at the news and say, oh my God, they're animals. Such animals. Why can't they just stop killing each other? I'd be, well, stop giving us the guns. Stop giving us the drugs. Then we won't be killing each other. Start giving us jobs. Then we won't be killing each other. Stop closing the schools. Then we won't be killing each other. The same things that you got in your community where you live If we had that in our community, we wouldn't be killing each other. It ain't that we don't stick together. We did stick together. They keep us divided. Don't you get it? It ain't that blacks don't stick together. They keep you divided. They keep you separated. They keep you they keep you divided because they know if you were together, you're stronger. This goes way beyond a Willie Lynch tactics. This stuff was done way before Willie Lynch was around. Well, that's the thing. When you don't have education, you haven't been taught anything, your family's broken up, you grow up in a house where there's violence and drugs and everything else, how you gonna tell them somebody to stop killing over stupid stuff? They don't know what they doing is stupid. They just like, my life don't mean nothing anyway. Forget it. They grow up feeling hopeless. See, you people don't, they omit one thing and just focus on the results. They like one hand washes the other. You guys look at the end product and say, oh my God, why can't he just fix himself? Do you know where his living conditions is? Do you know what life is like for him? He probably has a mom that's on crack, on drugs. He probably been taking care of himself and probably taking care of his people in the house. He probably got to sell drugs to survive. There's probably no job's going to hire him. And this happening at kids that's 12, 13, 14 years old. Schools are closed. They got no money. In the ghetto, they don't have no money for them. But all these people around them is rich. But they don't have no money for the schools. But they get new buildings. They get new artwork brought in. No money for them. Can't pay the teachers. So they ain't going to teach the kids. You got overcrowded classrooms. You have all these drugs keep coming in. Where's the drugs coming from? The blacks, they don't manufacture any drugs. You think blacks know how to run a meth shop? They'll blow themselves up. Where the heroin's coming from? Where do you get all these weapons and guns from? Where they come from? All this military grade firearm weapons. Where they coming from? See, when you solve that problem, you'll solve the other problem. But when you're not trying to solve the problem, you're just trying to keep it going, keep the prisons built, keep building new prisons, keep putting people in prison, getting them in the system. Yeah, keep this going. What you're doing is you're putting the police officer, his children are going to college, you're paying for his overtime, you're paying for him to make payments on his house, and all these guys, it's an economic prison system. It's designed to keep you poor, keep you enslaved mentally till you die. They're going to make money off you and they're going to profit off you till you're no longer around. It's unfortunate. That's why you have to know the system to beat it. I like to make people aware of the realities of what's going on because everybody is hypocritical and they want to focus on whatever the news tell them. See, the news tell them it only promotes fear. It keeps people like, stay here. Don't go there to help or see what's going on. It's dangerous. It's a murder over there today. Poor lady was beat down. They threw her to the ground and stole her purse. I'm like, why would they do that? They would have never done that back in the day. You got people taking all these pills and doing all these crazy drugs that they never would have done before. When you keep people mentally weak and separated and make them to drones and sheep, you can control them. They put information in books. They put information in papers, but you don't read them. You want to watch a movie on it. Nah, I just wait for the movie, Joe. And that's why they keep you. They know music is what you listen to, the young people. They control you with the music to keep you uninformed. Don't ask no questions. That's how they keep moving forward. I'm not better than any of these people. See, that's the thing about me. I don't think I'm better than somebody else. They're like, I'm better than you. That ain't happened to me. I was very fortunate to grow up in a nurturing household. You know how I say it takes a village? It took that village of my family, the whole family there, all raised me. So I grew up in a very nurturing system. So if I did go do drugs, if I did join a gang, that would be very uncharacteristic of me to go in that route. I was surrounded by too much common sense to not do those things. I have avenues that I could turn to them and say, I got a problem. So if you grew up in a nurturing system, you grew up in an educational system that was teaching you things. You actually learned in school. The teachers could actually teach you. Now it's so much chaos that's going on. It's hard to look at the person and judge them. But you guys look at the person and judge them without asking what's going on there. You know how many of these kids can't even read. They can't spell. They're dyslexic. They have anger issues. They bipolar. They don't even have medication. And they out on the streets with guns, selling drugs. And they don't even know what they're doing. They can't even, they eat with their hands. They have no table manners, nothing. Believe me, there are guys out there like that. And if you haven't been there and seen it for yourself, you wouldn't know. It's very tragic and it's very sad. But it's because of where they come from and how they were raised and what they had to grow up in. Everybody omits the fact of what the government did to LA in the crack epidemic. LA was never like it was. Never like it was. They omit the fact everything that happened with the riots over there, everybody got together, the police was killing them, the Bloods and Crip made unity, came together because they realized, look, we got a bigger problem here with the cops. They flooded LA with drugs and dope. They got TV shows telling you. They got movies even telling you. Every book was telling you what actually happened in this investigation. One reporter put it out in the newspaper, and it cost him his life. That man's death is ruled a suicide, and it's in the paper that he shot himself in the head 2 times. Suicide. They called his death a suicide. He shot himself in the head 2 times. How could that be a suicide? Yep, Gary Webb, the man who broke it open, risked his life, risked everything, his family. That might tie into Snowfall or whatever that show is that y'all talking about. Because he actually talked to, the real Rick Ross. Because the Rick Ross was working for the government. The government was supplying him with this. Oh yeah, all the Kevin Durant stuff is all in the beginning. We talked about that. So when this end, which is finna be like right now, we hit the 2-hour mark. We're gonna end it right now. So everybody here who was on the live chat, you got educated today on a lot of things that's going on in life. So before anybody point fingers at somebody and judge them, definitely learn the situation in which they came up in. Definitely, before you go ahead and criticize them. because no one's addressing the real problem. They're just being hypocrites and ignoring it and pretending like it doesn't exist.